I'm so nervous, guys.
Or if you can't make a decision, just type in pork chop dinner, and we will know exactly that you're a judgmental friend.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Put this right there. I probably shouldn't have put this on.
It's not sport, it's reference to sex, it's metal. No, sex. This is non-judgmental. Oh my God! Non-judgmental. I'm going to be judgmental. Talk about, as always, metal. Doesn't matter, however you want to do it.
How does you really did talk about the Netflix recommendation shit? I didn't either. Nobody knew. I'm saying they're talking about Netflix and like we're in the middle of a fucking sentence and it's like,
but everything's more fucking
hey,
metal.
You know what? All this talk about intros and everything has made me think about judgmentaling in the first place, and I got something I'm a little judgmental about right now.
What are you judgmental
Movie
about?
sucks, man. I don't understand how you do that stuff.
You know, well, I was gonna bring it up in the metal moments, but quite honestly, it's like I was pretty fucking metal. You know, it's like I find out that 3 or 4 days that I had to prepare and move myself where need be. I had 1 day and a half a day to get some stuff done the night before, and you call your buddies up. It's fucking done. Yeah. And we're here now, doing a metal podcast.
That's right.
It's metal as fuck.
That's right. This is Non-Judgemetal back. We're back here with the Non-Judgemetal crew.
Got old Leo.
James McGruff.
this is Vitamin Nick.
And on the phone here we got...
Gordon the Angry.
Gordon the Angry. The Angry Gordon.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, I think so. That's your name, so I hope you got it right. But we're back.
Sometimes.
Yeah. We're back this week talking metal with the guys, having a good time, just like always. And man, I gotta ask, metal this week. You guys come across anything?
Recorruptor. I'm gonna share the video to the Facebook feed. I just want to make sure everybody understood what it was before I shared it, because it sounds like the old stuff. You got to give it 3 minutes, but 3.5 minutes into it, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? And I think it's hallucinogenic abnormality is the name of the fucking single for Recorruptor. But like I said, look out for it on the Facebook page.
Hallucinogenic abnormality. Is that, I get that correct?
That is the single song title.
Hallucinogenic abnormality.
Sign me up.
Man, all right, yeah. Recorruptor is something I'm going to check out. What about you? Any new metal this week, or same old trap?
Yeah, it's been a lot of the same old trap. It's been a busy week, you know. I've been
gen it up.
Pretty much for the most part, playing off the old playlist. You can't go wrong.
A gentleman, true and true.
Literally, physically and metaphorically, I guess. Technically, he's a gentleman because he's got.
What could you say, metaphorically, as well?
Metaphorically. Did you hear that, Angry?
Whoa.
I did.
Metaphorically. That's a non-judgmental term, Pat Penny.
Put a pin in that. We're gonna come back to it.
Yeah.
Just a little later.
Angry. Any new metal this week? Anything you've come across? Anything good you want to share?
I had some friends on my Facebook share a couple of. I guess it's black metal. I have no idea how to say their name.
Okay.
But let's see. I'm gonna attempt it.
You said you guess it's black metal?
I listened to it, and I guess it is black metal.
To him, it has the black metal sound, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
To me, I like black metal. Not being judged.
I mean, would you say it's like a lot of just straight growling with nothing but blast beats throughout the whole album?
I'm gonna judge it by the name.
It sounds like Goat Horse Big Brothers.
Okay.
Go ahead and try to.
It's almost just like Goat Horse.
Interest Pete, go on.
Satyricon.
I've heard of this. Oh yeah.
Never heard of it. Not for me.
I suggested them, and I like it.
He likes it.
Satyricon.
Now Diabolical was one of the things I checked out. And wow, it's just like Goat Horde to me. You know, it's another black metal band, which can't complain there. And another one of my friends suggested a band. I didn't get to check them out. See,
Agalloch. Trying to hear.
Agalloch.
Trying to tell if I heard that correctly.
Yeah. Can you spell that out for me, brother?
Headbanging.
I'm pretty sure the fans probably heard that.
Now,
Okay.
you told me earlier, Galacticon?
Galacticon,
New
yeah,
album?
Brendan Small.
Yeah, new album, right?
Yeah, man, the guy behind Metalocalypse and the sounds that we come to fall in love with that epic tale.
I fucking love that chord. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet, man, because I've been crazy busy with work and I've been kind of stuck on some things, man. I'm gonna be honest, them 2 new Trivium songs that come out have got me sucked in.
Yeah, buddy.
You know,
What will it take?
what will it take? I don't know, man. Like, I think that like I meet a lot of people that are kind of like torn on them, but I just feel like I've always been a fan. Like, I think everything they put out's been pretty spectacular. Like,
I mean,
they always have a good sound, I think, and it's unique, and every album's kind of had its own little.
I think we've gone over this before. I think we've been following Matt Hafey and Trivium ever since he was, what, 17, and they made the Reverb-nation United.
But it was Ascendancy was first though. Ascendancy.
I think they had
I don't
an
know if that was his
before
first
that. I think
album.
that
That was like their
Amber's
first
to
debut
Inferno?
after we had heard of
I
him.
What was the
believe that's
first?
the one that kind of.
That album came out, I think, shortly after the Reverb-nation United is. So that was like, we were excited to hear that and like check their new sound out.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed the Ascendancy, man, but it's like their stuff in their later career is really the melody and it's just
It's a lot.
Yeah, they
so,
had that.
so good.
They had that one album that was just what, a Metallica tribute, wasn't it? Damn
I
near.
don't think. Are you talking about the Crusade?
Yeah, it's just
It was very heavily influenced on it, but I
Yeah.
like it, man. Like I said, I think every album they've put out's had a unique sound, so I'm a big fan of them. Kind of leads me to another band that had a new single this week. Arch Enemy has The Eagle Flies Alone, debuts with a new video, and I gotta say, man, the groove, I dug that. Definitely heavy, definitely had its own thing going on, and they're going on tour together over the next few months.
Who's
yeah.
going with them?
I don't know. Angry, do you know who was also in that Arch Enemy and Trivium tour?
That's all I know about.
That's
but
all I know.
It's only $20.
That's a fucking killer deal.
Well,
for
I
it
think
then.
that's going to be. I think that's going to be different per venue. You know, I mean, different places have different pricing. So, I don't know. I need to find that out. I'll definitely find that out. Might post a link to the page about it because I'm curious to find out who's on tour with them. Because I mean, two headliners like that. I mean, you know, it's
Right.
got to have a great opening act.
Never really was a fan of Arch Enemy. Go ahead and hate me all you want. Don't fucking care. I like Three Musketeers. Or Four Musketeers, was it? Back in the day? It's Three Musketeers, the candy bar.
You know,
Four Musketeers, the movie? No?
no.
Am I stupid?
I'll tell you this: when it comes to Arch Enemy, I can't be judgmental to you about it because
They're very black metal-ish.
No, that's
Yeah.
not my reason. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Like, I was judgmental this week. I was
I don't
judgmental
like the
this
new
week.
stuff.
Oh, you might not. I kind of dig it, but let me just steer this
Yeah.
in a direction here real quick. I got to bring something up.
You better.
Since you're being judgmental and you don't like them, I got to be judgmental. On the radio this week, I was listening to the satellite radio in the car, and a cover's been out for a little while. A band that I've seen a few times. Oh yeah, yeah. You know what I'm going for here. Angry. Have you heard the cover of Thunder Road by All That Remains?
Yeah.
Well, don't if
Right.
you haven't because,
Yeah.
like, man, I'm not gonna crap on those guys. I'm not a huge fan of their later stuff, man. I dug their earlier albums. Me and Angry saw them live
Seen
years
live
ago
also.
with Lamb of God. I mean, of all cats, and I seen
Seen
them
them
recently
Kill
at the
Switch.
festival this past year. They put on a great show, man. But I'm gonna tell you that cover, I did not like it.
It's god awful.
Yeah, is it? You know.
Like, maybe I
I'm
didn't.
glad you said that.
I felt judgmental in my belly listening to it. Like, I felt that, like, hint of guilt.
It's comparable to acid reflux.
But then at the
almost.
same time, like, I'm sitting there.
It's like when
I'm
your parents
flipping the
tell you to
knob on the
believe in
radio.
God, and you're like, this just doesn't seem right.
I'm flipping the knob on the radio in the car, trying to find something else, and there's, you know, I'm flipping over to the alternative metal station. I'm like, gosh, Papa Roach, and you know, I try to flip back over somewhere else, and there's nothing good on. It's just this cover of a song that I'm not gonna poo on the original at all. Like, I'm not gonna dump. This isn't about Garth Brooks at all. It's a totally different genre of music.
What's going
It-
on?
They're just
That cover gets 4 smelly farts out of 5. with a little hint of...
4 smelly farts.
Yeah. Judgmental. That's my judgmental moment for the week, man. I was in the car just gagging at the smell of my own disgust at this fucking song. They felt absolutely lazy. Here's the kick. I don't think that this is a song that can't be covered metal. I don't even think they are the ones who couldn't do it. I just think that this version of it...
You just think they did a poor job?
I think they did a poor job.
Maybe they rushed it.
Maybe
they were forced into it.
I don't even want to know. It's that bad. I don't want to redo.
Like, and the chick was decent, hot in the video, I guess, right? But like,
oh, I didn't watch the video.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't save it.
No.
Like, yeah, there's big boobies, but there's just not enough metal fortitude there to really bring it home and shit. Therefore, all that remains, you got to step it up now because the cover was lacking.
You've put us in a bad spot, so.
But I still do. I know Angry's brought it up before as far as the calling, I believe, is what the song he said every song needs to start out as with the yeah.
Oh yeah,
from the very beginning. This Dark and Heart, Vicious Betrayal. I remember that fucking album. That album was badass.
Oh
but
yeah.
It's been on a constant, I thought, almost a slope downward since then, though, for real, because I don't feel like the music has stayed as aggressive as what it was.
I agree with you there. Like I said, I feel like the second half of their career definitely, in my opinion, to be a little judgmental, just wasn't as solid as the first. Obviously, they're doing their own thing.
Right.
They're still putting out records, and they're still selling records. There was a ton of people in the crowd for that show. I'm not going to just say that those people are wrong by no means, but to me, yeah, like, I was really interested in them at first, but they lost my interest in the latter half.
You know who could cover that song? This is just the final point, for real, because I want to almost go back into this whole thing where, like, all that remains kind of a downward slope.
You got an opinion, let's have it.
Diecast.
They
could fucking cover. They could fucking cover
Diecast.
because
Angry, do you remember Diecast?
Internal Revolution was a badass fucking album.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I remember the name, but I don't remember hearing Diecast.
But, you know, for the time that they were out, man, they were solid. I would be curious to see what happened to them. There was a couple bands from that had some uniqueness to them. You remember Dracula Logic? I know you do.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I was a big fan of them cats, man. Dug that first album up not too long ago. Listening again with them.
Darwin's Waiting Room. Anybody remember that? No, probably not. Feel So Stupid. Friends Knew It.
Yeah.
I like that song.
I remember that. Yeah, it's actually, I found it when I was digging through all that music on that old hard drive.
Right.
Found a new band this week, debuted a band announced in March that they had got together. It's the ex-In Flames guitarist Jesper with the ex-Annihilator drummer. And they just released a new single called Karma. The band's name, I believe I'm saying this right, is Kyra. It's Cyhra. And
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah, it just came out the other day, man. I
The
made
bass player from In Flames is in there too. The old bass player.
Oh, it is, yeah. You're
In
right.
Flames is still the band, though. They're still touring and shit.
In Flames is, yeah, these are just former members that are, doing...
Yeah, they've swapped members quite a bit.
Yeah, they're one of those bands that definitely just like a lot of bands have...
They're more like an entity than a band.
That's why I think Diecast might have went away, because, like, that particular solidness, though, because, like, you don't remember Feel My Hatred, fucking dun dun dun, bum bum bum, go go, go go. Eyes burning red and shit. I remember that shit so much.
And if we're talking about bands that have switched members, just back to while I'm into the news this week, they replaced their lead guitarist last year, Baroness. I'm a big fan of these cats, man. They got a new album they've recently announced they're working on.
Not familiar.
Yeah, I didn't think that you guys had heard it, man. They're more like kind of like a prog metal, kind of groove metal sound. But I am. These guys write just killer songs. They write great music. It's well thought out. It's well produced.
Who is this again?
Baroness.
Baroness.
It has a very distinct sound. Like, I cannot describe them enough. Describe how good they are enough. Like, they are just definitely one of my top 10 in the past 10 years that have came out. Like, excellent. First I heard them around 2006-07. They came out with Red album, and they released Blue, Purple, and Yellow and Green. Each one has like a color code in its title. But so I'm definitely curious about what the new one's gonna be. But dude,
Orange.
Actually, that's what they joked about on the thing. Orange, the next one.
Turquoise?
Violet.
Perhaps. I hope, man. I don't care what it is.
Violet.
It's going to be metal. It will be metal.
Like, how can an
The
album be
violence
named...
of Violet.
Now you're working. Just the Violet, the album.
Well,
How
we'll
can
see.
that really be metal?
Whatever Baroness ends up calling this new record, it's going to be great. But I'm definitely curious to hear how they're going to sound with their new guitarist that they got replaced. Like they were in a they were in a bus crash on tour in England about a year and a half, 2 years back, and I know that one of them had like a long time healing process. I apologize for not having the details of that information right off bat.
I need to mention something about the river. Make sure he's safe.
Oh yeah,
Didn't think about that.
he's in Texas.
He is safe. He is safe. I did message him.
Go. Welcome back to Nonjudgemetal Podcast. Yeah.
Podcast.
Exactly. Back to news, man. Also coming out soon. No date announced, but recently announced. Max Cavalera, Psychosis, the upcoming 4th album from Cavalera Conspiracy.
What?
The collaboration he has with his brother Igor after they reunited after a long time apart. They got a new album coming out, man.
How many albums do they have beforehand? I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. But
They
how
got
many?
4 total.
4 total. The
Yeah.
4 is coming out.
The 4 with this one, yeah.
Yeah, that's homework for me then, because I'm not familiar with all 3 of those. Like, I know Soulfly.
You need to check out the Cavalera Conspiracy. The first album actually on bass features the singer for Gojira.
Sign me up.
Yeah, he actually took part of that. Definitely some great shit. Gordon, you're into the Cavalera Conspiracy. You're a Maxed fan. What's up? What do you think about that?
I gotta be honest. I don't think I've ever heard of the Cavalera Conspiracy. Yeah.
Homework.
Never listened to that.
Oh my God!
So, Leo, you are familiar?
You need to.
I never went past Soulfly.
Cavalera Conspiracy?
I never went past that.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Name one fucking song.
man.
I
They
can't
got.
name
I don't
songs of
name
albums
songs.
I like.
I know. That's why I said it. That's why I was like, shit. Name
No, man,
one
they got
song.
the new one coming out, but they have Inflicted was released in 2008, Blunt Force Trauma in 2011, and 2014 Pandemonium. So it's one of those bands, man. Max is one of those guys that he's just always like, if a musician, it seems they approach him and they're like, "Do you want to play in a band?" He's like, "Yeah," and then they just do. Killer Be Killed.
He's got so much out there.
Yeah, man. This
I
dude
knew about
wants to put out
Sepultura.
content, man. He just wants to put out content. He loves
Right.
playing music. You know, he's got a.
It's hard to keep up with, man.
This is a guy like obviously has a strong, love for his fans and a very strong personal and political opinion on things, man. He's very passionate. He likes to get out there through music, man. So a new album coming from those guys is just it's gonna get fucking 2 horns anytime.
A dreadlock's necessary to live that lifestyle.
Absolutely, he's badass. He's badass, and we don't have them. So I mean, what does that say?
I'm like,
I did have them, and they're gone now, and it's depressing. I miss my dreadlocks.
you do.
Oh, dude, yeah, badly, dude. Like, you go to a metal show and you're headbanging, and they're sitting there beating on the stage with every rhythm, man. It's just like, you get up front, and it's just a good time, man. And yeah, I absolutely loved having those things.
So you just don't wash your hair, and you get them.
No,
like, how do you put grease in there? That's a whole nother.
I mean,
another episode.
it all
Man,
depends.
the
There's
internet's
different
your
ways you
friend
can go
on this
about
one,
it.
I'm gonna be honest. Like,
You're gonna Google search how
Yeah,
does
just check it
dreadlock
out.
white people's hair, I guess, in order.
you can find out like anything about how to clean them, man. But yeah, they definitely can be maintenance and clean. It's not just like having filth and shit in your head all the time.
That's really what I thought it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, a
Like,
lot of people do
they
it.
literally go outside and grab like used chewing gum off the
just
ground.
let me
Like,
just hold
go ahead.
Yeah.
Is there any more news this week, McGruff?
Not too much, man, except for nationwide metal moment. And I don't know if you heard about this, Angry, but Ozzy Osbourne, during the totality of the eclipse that ran across our nation on Monday, played Bark at the Moon at the specific time that, the totality happened. And I just thought that was, I mean, it's metal as fuck.
It's pretty cool looking video too, because it does get somewhat darker.
It's
like,
really
all the way
neat,
around.
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
It's
it's
really
a
neat.
solar eclipse. What would you expect?
full on total.
Yeah, totally
To,
close.
is it totality?
Yeah, and he said, "Oh, it's playing by the you know, and somebody was like, "That's a great idea." It's a great idea.
I love Ozzy.
Oh, dude.
Hopefully going to catch Zach Sabbath here before I come up there and see Kill What They Did. And here's something maybe our listeners could help us out with. Do we go see Soulfly? Or do we go see Trivium?
Oh, that is a yeah. So
Maybe they could help us.
the guys in
Soulfly.
the non-judgmental crew have the option to go see Soulfly and Cannabis Corpse locally, or a few days later, take a few hour more trip, just a couple hours.
Just a
Not a
couple.
big deal.
3,
2 more.
2.
No, but maybe 3.
Depends on who's
Just
driving.
be
But
honest.
we got a friendly place to stay. Let's go ahead and consider that. And we get to see Trivium and Arch Enemy and whoever that opener is. Now, that's a good question he asked. Who would you go see? Because me and Angry saw Soulfly, I feel like at the prime of their career, around the second, third album era. We saw them with Pantera, so I mean, we've seen them in a great setting.
I've seen Trivium.
I've never seen Trivium.
I've never seen
Now,
that.
we've all seen Arch Enemy, but we saw him with Angela. It's not a big deal. Maybe say, hey, let's give the new chick a go.
That's why you
She's
should.
pretty hot.
But she's
Right.
definitely,
But so
she's
is
definitely
Angela.
easy on the aesthetics. But I mean, like, I want to see how she tears it up in her stage show, what her sound is. That's what I'm curious about.
I'm just saying if she sucks,
Hey,
I can be
guys.
high enough for it not to matter.
That's
I
a
just
Leo.
wanna rub it in.
That's a Leo
Yeah.
opinion.
What's
I
Angela?
They can be hot, dude. To me, they can be hot as the world, but it doesn't matter. Dude. Hot as fire. I don't give a shit. If they suck on stage, I don't want to see it. If they sound like shit, I don't care. I don't want a fuck doll up there jumping around. Like, I don't want some chick that's just been picked.
I didn't say that's
pretty.
what I want. I'm
No,
just,
no,
I'm just
I
saying
get it. I'm just stating
I
my
can get
opinion.
high enough to get to the concert if that becomes the case.
Yeah, but I mean,
And
they
we
may be
tried.
the headliner.
We tried
so you
so
also have
hard.
the option of being like, hey, you guys want to dip out a little bit, hit this Waffle House over here? You know, because when you're that drunk, it's pretty good to eat in Waffle House. So, this thing has just been a big advertisement for Waffle House. Waffle House, open 24.
Better as hell when you're drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
I think that's that's a chain that's only on a certain part of America though. Like half of America doesn't have Waffle Houses. Did y'all know that?
The rest
I
of
have no
America has
idea.
metal
I
Swear to
honestly-
God.
I never go to them. If there's a local place I can go to more, I'm going to go to that. I'm just like, I'd rather go to a local business.
So you like to shut on Waffle Houses and act like
I'm not
we.
going to shit on it. I mean, people, if that's somebody's spot,
Straight,
they want to
just
go in there.
took a
and they wanna-
deuce all over it.
No, dude. If I want to take a deuce on something, it's going to be in that goddamn Thunder Rolls video. All right, look, we're not going to get back
We
on
can't.
that.
No
That's
backtracking.
for
We're not
judgmental.
gonna get back
No
on that.
backtracking.
I was already
That's all
judgmental on it. I've been judgmental. I don't want to be judgmental.
I'm trying not to be, but I don't like
Dude,
Arch
that
Enemy,
thing
bro.
is fucked as Hogan's Goat. It's a fucking bad fucking song.
That's
I don't like it.
comparatively, I would listen to
Damn.
3 Arch Enemy albums before I fucking check that song out again.
Yeah, but like even if you don't like Arch Enemy, you don't dislike or hate it,
Correct.
but you dislike the All That Remains cover of
Completely.
Thunder Road.
But if Diecast redid it instead,
Hold on now, what?
Nick here is not a fan of Arch Enemy.
I'm not a fan of the new stuff at all.
No?
even
Not
other
at
stuff.
all.
though.
You don't like that? No, the new song they put out, that The World Is Yours?
Nah, watch the video and you won't either.
See, I don't watch the videos, man. I listen to the songs. Like I'm always riding around doing my jobs, and it's easier for me to listen
I
to
mean, you
music.
can listen to it and ruin it too.
That's a pretty
I don't
judgmental
like.
statement.
I don't like the new singer. I don't like her. She's more pop metal than she is metal.
Speaking of pop metal, though,
I actually heard she was on-
Is no longer my metal. They're, like you say, they're all that remains metal.
That you might be onto something there
might be
based
onto
on some
something.
people's opinions, because I saw a lot of negative comments in the comments for
yeah,
that video.
they were shitting on
Just-
it harder than we did.
Oh yeah, they definitely
100%.
were. I'm not talking about for the All That Remains. I'm talking about for the Arch Enemy, the new one. people were saying negative things about that too. So he might be onto something about it being more commercialized now. Because I will say this.
I want to see an ugly metal singer. You know, like an ugly woman up there singing some metal.
He wants to see. He wants to see
blue hair and be beautiful.
He wants to see the female version of Devin Townsend up there, just like rocking it out.
Because Devin Townsend had a point this week.
Devin Townsend's an ugly son of a bitch.
You're right. Devin Townsend is an ugly son of a bitch, but he actually, on an interview released today, I was reading that he actually just said, quote, I'm not kidding, that metal is the unsexiest genre of music. Maybe not the unsexiest genre of music, but he said it wasn't a sexy genre of music.
Because it doesn't have to be. You don't have to buy the look.
Yeah.
We can be ugly as fuck and rock your fucking socks off, and guess what?
Stop worrying about that when you get
You're
up
gonna
there,
still
man.
buy an album. You're gonna buy a T-shirt. You're gonna tell your friends and family about it and shit.
Think about that, man.
I mean, if anybody's gonna tell you that, he could, because it's like if it
He's
wasn't
ugly as
true,
fuck, yeah.
I'm saying
exist.
like I'm not sitting around like calling like judging these men or being like they're ugly or whatever. But like, dude, I go see Lamb of God and I go see them with girls and they're literally not talking about how badass Randy looks, how cute he is. They're talking about that fucking demonic sound that's coming out of his voice. Like, did Satan just arrive? Like, they're not worried about.
He was there.
Yeah, you know what I mean. They're not worried about like the way. I mean, I'm sure some people are. Everybody's got their physical attraction, but I mean, that's what I took from that interview with Townsend, man. And I think that's why I'm telling you guys, man, he is the most metal motherfucker in the world. Angry, you like Townsend, right?
I'd say I love that, man.
You like the
tried
project?
to tell them. They're trying to tell me that the new album, The Transcendence, the new stuff, they're saying no good.
You shut the hell up.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
I will not. Guess what? Guess who else is 70,000 miles away or what the fuck ever? I can talk all the shit I want. Strapping young lad.
What, did you guys listen to it in your tape player?
That was actually a YouTube video for the concert that ugly motherfucker put on. He's tall as shit. He is definitely.
On the album, man. Dig the album up and
Yeah,
actually.
start to finish. Don't listen to it, Thom. Start to finish.
Oh man, yeah. I had to
No,
stand up.
it was a 20.
Listen to it on the record. I mean, it is.
It was a 22-minute concert though. There was 3 songs.
I don't even think. Yeah.
Hold on. Let's just go ahead and say, start them off with something different. You can't start them off with the dude Devin Townsend record. You can't really do that.
I did.
You gotta start them off with something they're guaranteed to like.
Strapping young lad.
Strapping Young Lad, dude. They love Strapping Young Lad. They don't have a problem with the man. They just don't like his solo stuff. But I'm telling them, dude, it extends just beyond the Devin Townsend project, man. It goes to Ziltoid the Omniscient. There is so much cool shit that this dude puts out.
I'm not familiar with
You
that.
want to hear about a metal fucking career?
Ziltoid the Omniscient?
Yeah, you guys never heard of it?
No.
Okay.
That's
a whole new point to bring up. Where are we going with this?
Where are we going with this?
Ziltoid's like a project that he put out. Man,
Nonjudgemetal. This is the Devin Townsend episode.
The Devin Townsend.
I can't help it. Like, I did like Strapping Lad when I first heard it, but how many years ago was that? Like, Love. When did that come out?
That was like 2004, 2005. The album came after that you guys actually picked up because I was into it, was Black.
Yeah.
I believe, and that came out in like 2005, 2006. Fucking great record, man. Definitely need to go back and revisit. Yeah, Ziltoid, it's a concept record, and it's essentially about an extraterrestrial, like, alien overlord named Ziltoid, and he comes to Earth, and because he goes around and he searches for each universe's ultimate cup of coffee, and
Dunkin' Donuts.
if he gets appalled or upset by its taste, like, he pretty much threatens to destroy the world, and that's pretty much what the album's about. It's like about Ziltoid, attacking the planet because of coffee and shit.
Like he's attacking the whole planet because a certain coffee shop doesn't have...
no, he just didn't. He comes and he wants a great cup of coffee and they don't give it to him. So he gets pissed and he's like, well, that's it.
Like, you go
Total
to a gas
annihilation,
station,
Dude,
you go to a gas station and ask for a cup of coffee.
Just picture.
Oh, look. Oh my God. I think all of that could have been really bad.
No shit, man. Like, yeah, we just
Hold
put it
on
right
a minute.
there. I ain't gonna fucking do anything. We just fucking put it right there.
supposed to know?
I just said a cup or something. A cup, goddamn.
We got some technical malfunction here at Nonjudgemetal. We'll be right back. Right now, for the latest that we're coming back after technical malfunction on the latest episode of Nonjudgemetal Podcast.
Hey.
I'm going to stop it right there. We're not going to let the listeners know exactly what happened here, but it was almost dramatic. This was almost a live fire exercise. So, finishing up with news, Mike Patton, singer of Dead Cross and former Faith No More vocalist, was wiped out on a skateboard this week and got stitched up and had to cancel a gig for that night.
Is that what happened?
That is what happened, yeah.
I saw something about it. I didn't actually see what happened.
At first it was reported an accident.
Right.
And, of course, I was like, oh, no, man, that's Mike Patton, and he's, like, the greatest ever, so, we can't have that. But then it was a skateboard, and he was back on show the next night, man. And when they returned, they gave everyone a nice little surprise by covering Dead Kennedy's Nazi Punk's Fuck Off.
He didn't return.
Changing it slightly.
It was a different singer that came back in his place because he had to cancel.
No. That night, no. He came back the next night.
And he did it again?
No, this was what I'm talking about here is after he returned back just a day later, because he only got a few stitches.
But I thought it was a dude from Ghibli 3 or whatever.
Somebody missed out
Ghibli.
on a little bit.
Yeah, somebody missed out a little bit. I'm talking about
somebody else got a lot more.
The rescheduled show.
Yeah.
They did.
I thought it had a different lead singer, though, that was in his place for some band, and they redid Dead Kennedys.
No, it was Mike Patton. Hold on, let me finish.
Please
here.
continue. I'm sorry,
right.
I completely misread the whole.
Yeah, you definitely did, because what happened was when he returned back, they were playing in the Bay Area of California on August 23rd. They invited Jello Biafra from the Dead Kennedys on stage and played Nazi Punk's Fuck Off, changing it slightly to Nazi Trump's Fuck Off. So just a pretty cool moment to invite such a legendary musician on stage with you. I mean, what a surprise, man. People don't even know if they're getting to see the show. One day you think it's canceled, then it's there, and then you get one of those moments that's captured forever. Like, I'm glad he's back, man. I absolutely love Mike Patton, and I'm definitely a Dead Kennedys fan from way back when. So it's just always nice to see things like that happening, man. Right. I'm definitely glad to know that these guys are still active, and I'm hoping I get a chance to see Dead Cross, man.
It is, but it almost sounds like something Green Day would do or some shit. I don't mean to be shit like that, but at the same time, like, hey.
You're not going to compare Mike Patton.
Who else did that shit, though? Has Green Day already did that before, like Simpsons did it before?
I'm sure a lot of people have covered that song, and a lot of people have actually done it with Biafra. I'm pretty sure Soulfly has done it like that before.
But at a time like this right now, it just seems like that sounds like...
Yeah, they usually don't change the title to, the name of the acting sitting president. So, but, to each his own without getting too deep into it. But still, just a cool piece of news. Mike Patton, you hear with everything going on in music right now, it's not good to hear, anybody go through anything. So to hear it was just like a minor accident, and that he was back on stage kicking ass the next night was pretty cool, and was a nice little special, treat for fans to see something normally not on the set list. Man, you see too many bands that like you can look up, and you can go to like these websites and look up the set list from every show on a tour, and a lot of times they play a lot of the same things. Like you can almost know exactly what you're going to see. You can definitely tell what you're going to see.
What
are you doing?
What's going on?
What is that noise?
I was trying to cover up a sneeze.
Well, that's Angry Gordon interrupting me trying to cover a sneeze.
He might have a mute button on his phone. He can mute himself. For God's sakes, brother.
There's a mute button on one end of that.
Phone. Doesn't mute us.
I thought of that,
And you chose not. You thought of it, you chose not.
When you're in the moment, you can't fight it, though. Like, it's the last thing you're like, oh, wait, let me mute this.
Yeah,
but he thought of it.
That's not it, dude. He's Angry Gordon, and he's judgmental against mute buttons.
Doesn't give a fuck, and he likes interrupting you.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I haven't muted my farts.
No, he hasn't. No, he won't. This dude will be standing in line. You'll be in line.
You'll hear them.
You'll be in line at Walmart behind people or somewhere. I remember being teenagers with him, man, and he'll just loud as he can be, just in line with people there, turning around looking at you, and he's just like, I farted.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, it's literally his response, like, sorry. Big fucking shit-eating smirk on his face. So, but,
You fart too. If you hold it in line, you're the asshole.
If you hold it in line, you're the asshole. That's right.
Ooh, my insides hurt.
All right. Well, since you're being so talkative, is there anything else you want to add to it, man? Because I'm all wrapped up on metal news. We got new albums coming.
I just really hope someone tells us where to go.
Dude, yeah, somebody's got to give us some advice.
Has anybody had any metal moments? I mean, I kind of explained mine where it's like I found out, hey, I've got a day and some change to move everything out of my house. Wow. Is that on automatic? Or is it just shitting on my metal moment? It's fucked up.
he was in the middle of talking, the fucking fart machine set on automatic.
It's an electric whoopee cushion.
Oh my goodness.
And I think
I think we got a good metal moment with the Ozzy thing, man.
True.
Nationwide.
It was a good
How do you get
moment.
better? How do you get bigger than that?
Then, like, in my non-metal for sitting inside and watching it live on YouTube instead of going outside and trying to get my goggles on and, like,
I
find it.
slept through it.
That's
I
me.
looked through the little boxes that people made. That's someone that I know make me a box. They made me a box. Which I thank them for. They did that in their spare time. Just threw one together and went,
Right.
here, take this.
But, like, wasn't it cloudy?
It was.
I got to. It was a little bit, but I got to see it.
Right, but
we're
like-
not in a totality path. I think we're like in a almost like 15 to
Right.
10% or something. But
I know some people drove like thousands of miles to get
I
to
wasn't gonna do it.
Ohio or whatever.
I wasn't gonna do it.
In order to see it, and I'm like,
no.
and then to have a cloud, end up fucking covering it up, I think. But like they had the YouTube live video of it where you got to see the diamond ring and shit come out. Like that shit was crazy.
I don't know, man. That's experiences, and we could sit and watch live concerts on YouTube all day, but it ain't nothing like sitting in the crowd getting pounded down.
Anyways,
fucking metal moments.
Metal
yeah,
moment.
it's pretty metal.
You button.
That's where metal vocals started.
So somebody was just going through a coughing spell while somebody was hitting distortion on the guitar the first time, and they were like, dun dun. Somebody in the background was like,
That would be
Do it again.
hey, you come here for a minute. Try that again.
I guess that's right because you know what I'm saying. There's gonna be two different things on it.
God, just shit all over you.
So you don't think that's a good idea?
Wrap it up, B.
Wrap it
that
up.
shit up.
I don't know.
I don't even know why.
Non-judgmental.
I don't even know why.
The whole last 20 minutes of this whole thing.
We're
is
sitting here
just-
being professional, and it's just, and you're just sitting there the whole time, just like, this is what they call internal
I'm
sabotage.
sorry, I thought this was America.
No shit.
Angry, I wish you were here. Every time Leo talks, the fucking fart machine goes off.
I hope your mom likes Trivium and Arch Enemy.
She'll like whatever we goddamn tell her to like, but this is non-judgmental podcast.
That's all I'm saying. Get some quality time over a beer and some fucking death metal.
No, the Angry, correct me if I'm wrong. The problem we're having is he's coming in. We already got tickets to see Kill Whitney Dead reunion show. That's happening. We're gonna buy another set of tickets to another show. A couple days before, 2 days before Kill Whitney Dead, Soulfly. 1 day after Kill Whitney Dead, Trivium. Which one do you go to?
Trivium, day after.
Yeah, you say
Trivium,
Trivium.
yeah.
He said Soulfly.
I said both.
He said both, yeah.
That's
you're
true.
right.
Yeah, he
said
did.
both. If
Technically,
you
that
had to
is
pick
both
one or the
Soulfly.
other, you had.
So we got
Trivium.
one Trivium. We got two for both.
It's like...
Is that even fair saying both? God damn it! Like that's saying okay, yeah, I know
Yeah,
Steve's not
that's
available.
not fair.
That's the goddamn Leo answer.
Okay, this is true or false, but I'm gonna pick maybe.
Yeah,
Fuckhead.
he's
That's
actually
not
correct about
fucking
that.
right,
You
dude.
got to pick one, Trivium or Soulfly.
Who says?
I said, goddamn it.
We're trying to get votes for the shit.
What if
Dude.
I-
You're manipulating votes right off the
No,
go.
I'm saying, you can either vote Democratic, Republican, or Independent.
Hey,
This
man,
isn't a three-party
I'm sorry,
system.
but child support's cutting into my concert fund.
That was very sad.
No doubt. Why don't you bring us all down?
Why would you just say that right in the
Of course.
middle of this
I was
just-
just saying.
non-judgmental
I have
podcast?
bills.
Yeah, me and
I
you
have
share
bills.
it.
I can't just go wherever I want to.
I know.
I have a
That's
water
all right.
bill.
Let's say this. Let's just hypothetical.
This is
You
the
can
non-happy
only.
podcast
Yeah, it's
with-
non-happy metal
To
podcast.
Press Gordon and Nick.
I wasn't there.
And
I had
James
nothing to do with that
McFunk.
whole.
I'm unhappy. Now tell. All right. The question is, you only have the funds and the ability. You can only take work off for one of these extra shows. You can only afford one of
That's
these
it.
extra
You go to
shows.
the judge and you tell
Oh
him.
my God! Go ahead and change the
God
goddamn
damn
question
it.
right quick.
God damn it! Just answer the
No, just
question.
answer the question. It's pretty simple, trivial,
Let's just
real
start
simple.
the
Just for the fuck of it. Just to,
No
I'm
coffee.
feeling a coffee fit coming on.
He can't help
All
it.
right, so we got one null vote. We got one vote for Trivium. Angry, who do you pick, Soulfly or Trivium?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, no
Oh,
vote.
Jesus, goddamn Christ.
McGruff, you have to have a vote in this.
I'm voting Trivium because I haven't seen him.
Then fucking
I've
game
seen
set match,
Soulfly.
guys. Get your game together and
No,
come back.
that's between us though. We got to see who else weighs in on this. We got to have more votes because right off the bat we got 2 no. So I don't even know. You're one of the people going to the show and you're not voting. And he's giving me this horse shit about, I just say what I want and do what I want, you know?
Yeah,
like I
what's
got the
rules,
fucking dude
man?
on the right of me, like, well, it's all good, man. Just
Like, what do you mean?
do
like,
everything.
Like,
It's cool.
This question that you asked.
Let's just see who agrees with who. That's all I'm saying. When we get the votes in on who's going.
Well, see, now,
We're
because
not
you
gonna have a
manipulated
seat.
it, there's going
I
to be a
won't
bunch of
allow-
both.
I
You
won't
understand
allow
that?
seats.
Because I'm
Seats.
so irritated about that you said both, that anyone who votes on it's going to say both, just to manipulate the whole concept's ruined.
2017. That's all I'm saying.
I just wanted an honest answer.
There will be no both on the ballot, my friend, because
I guess this has been non-free speech metal. Nick.
and fuck your Second Amendment too, because not everybody should have guns.
Oh.
Oh my God!
All right.
Seriously, this is over.
We went way over.
Way over.
We're opening up the rabbit hole now.
All right, Angry. You're going to send us off. What you got to say?
I gotta get some food, guys. I'm really hungry. I got cotton mouth so bad I got nothing to do.
You heard that. This has been Non-Judgemetal. We're going to get some food, and we got cottonmouth real bad. That's not an announcement. This has been Non-Judgemetal Podcast.
Hey, if you had to choose, would you choose food or drink?
Or if you can't make a decision, just type in pork chop dinner, and we'll know exactly that.
Non-Judgemetal. Be sure to share us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.